Evie and the Mountain of No Return, Part 2 by W. M. Cuppernell. Thursday night arrived. Evie waited for everyone to fall asleep. The moon was bright and yellow in a clear winter sky. She looked back at her house, unsure if she'd ever see it again. She knew she'd be in big trouble for sneaking out. But a dare was a dare, and she couldn't face the other kids if she turned it down. With a flashlight in hand, she entered the woods. The beam cut through the dark, bouncing off snowy branches. An owl hooted. A coyote howled. She almost turned back, but she kept going. It wasn't long before she reached the sign. Mount No Return. Keep out. No visitors. This means you. She swallowed hard. That scary monster face still stared back. She climbed the snowbank and reached the base of the mountain. She had mountain experience. Evie could climb better than most grown-ups in town. As she climbed, a police car drove by, shining a spotlight. She ducked and held her breath. When it passed, she continued up the slope. In the middle of the mountain, she spotted a trail. Curious now, more than scared, she followed it and discovered tall evergreens decorated with glowing Christmas lights. The trail sparkled red, blue, and green as she walked deeper into the woods. Soon she heard music. Laughter echoed from ahead. The trail ended at a glowing cave, not dark, but filled with disco strobe lights. Evie stepped in. Inside, she saw photos of people and a big furry creature doing disco moves, just like in the Saturday Night Fever movie her grandma owned. She gasped. The photos matched the missing person posters from the post office. The cave wasn't scary at all. It was magical. Caverns, waterfalls, and a winding staircase leading down to a bright exit. At the bottom, a neon sign flashed, Snowman's Landing, straight ahead. Snowman's Landing State Fair, open 365 days a year. Evie ran toward the sound of roller coasters and screaming laughter. She crossed a drawbridge and reached a huge clearing and gasped. Before her stood the most dazzling fair in the world. Rides, slides, pizza, French fries, milkshakes, ice cream, everything a kid could ever want, but she had no money. Tears welled in her eyes, until she saw a sign, no ticket required. She ran for the entrance, then stopped in her tracks. Snow monsters in yellow shirts marked Snowman Fair staff were running the fair, riding scooters, listening to music, doing tricks. They looked scary, but they were cool. Then Evie bumped into something. A 9-foot-tall snowman towered over her. Yellow eyes, white fur, sharp teeth, huge red tongue. She froze, but the snowman smiled. "You okay, little girl?" he said kindly, with a slow mountain accent. "I'm sorry I didn't see you. How about some cotton candy?" Soon, Evie was laughing and snacking with the very creature she was warned about. He was gentle, funny, kicked back. His name was Ed. She learned there were thousands of people and 15,000 snow creatures living together here, all having the time of their lives. The real reason no one returned, the fair was just too fun to ever leave. That night, Ed took her on every ride. Then came the biggest event of all, the Snowman's Dance-Off. Evie and Ed danced under disco lights. With Ed's help, she learned the moves, and they won first prize. Evie didn't want to leave. But morning was coming fast. Her parents would panic. "Ed," she asked, "can you take me home?" "Sure thing," he said. "I'll take you myself on my super snowmobile." Before they left, she added one more request. "Ed, will you come to my school for show and tell?" Ed scratched his head. No snow creature had ever met the townspeople. But when he looked into Evie's eyes, his no turned into a yes. The story continues on part 3, if not posted, coming soon.